Money team community. Got something a little bit different here this week. Gonna talk some playoff hoops. The MTP, the Money Team Pod. Got Dill, got Birdo.
What's up?
I got my boy Jono, the
Hello.
doctor. You all know him. Just gonna talk about playoff hoops, some first round predictions and everything. But we're gonna start off with today's game, man. We had Warriors Grizzlies. Warriors pull it out. Jimmy doing what Jimmy does. Dill, what you think about that?
Playoff Jimmy, he's come to play. Yeah.
Birdo?
Yeah, bro. Warriors, they're looking good. Like, they made their moves. They're ready for the playoffs. I'm just a bit nervous about the first round, them versus my boys the Rockets, but hopefully we pull it through. But yeah, Warriors are looking good.
Yeah, I think everyone been waiting for Jimmy to do this, even if he could do it, because pretty much like he didn't play last year, got hurt in the playoffs. He obviously waits to do it. But what you think, Jono?
It was definitely the one to win because now whoever loses and wins the next playing game have to come against the Thunder, and that's just a death trap waiting to happen. So Rockets, you got half a chance. No offense, Rob, but against the Thunder team, there was no chance. So it was the one to win.
Yeah,
For sure.
we'll get into the matchups later, how the bracket's looking out. But on the other side in the East, Hawks take that L to the Magic. Magic's gonna play the Celtics, but it's kind of a belt to ass situation. I can't lie. Magic took care of business at home. What you think?
Yeah, not too worried. Obviously, we're one of the favourites coming out of the East, so Magic got it done. Scored 120 today, which is pretty unlike them to score that well, but I think we'll get it done. I won't do my predictions just yet, but yeah.
Nah, bro. East play-ins is just time killer. Like, it's no point. They're just going to lose in the first round. It's good to see the teams in there, but they got no hope.
It's the same 4 teams every year, except actually not Orlando, but it's always Bulls, Heat, and Hawks. Always
Raptors sometimes as well.
Like when you are 38 and like 43 and still make the playoffs, like have a chance, it's insane. But getting into tomorrow's games, obviously this will set up the other matchups. We've got the Mavericks versus Kings. What we thinking? Who we liking in that one?
Could go either way, to be fair. I know Malik Monk's out for the first, or this game at least, and if I had to guess, I'd say maybe the Kings, just because,
Yeah, Kings got the better roster.
Scoring power.
Yeah, it'll be easy. I reckon Kings all the way.
Yeah.
Mavs stuffed it. They ruined their team, bro.
Yeah,
They got no hope.
we all know about the Mavs. I think AD might have a game just to prove to the fans, I'm
that's
AD.
true.
Because I don't
Or
even...
to his ACL.
Yeah,
Could go either way.
because I don't even think he cares that much about making playoffs or not. He just got to let the Mavs fans know, I'm here. Like he did in that first game, he was going crazy before he got injured. But I think that's all he's really concerned about. But I got Kings. They definitely... real solid team, but it's going to be belt to us, whoever the Thunder play anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Kings by 20 plus.
Yeah.
And then on the East side, the matchup everyone looking for, feels like it's it every year. Heat, Bulls, baby. What we thinking, Dill?
We got Bulls in this one. We got Josh Giddey double. We got, I just don't think Heat's got enough firepower to compete really, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same with Deal. They don't have that much depth, Like, they got their stars, if you want to call them that. Like, Bam, star, but I don't know about Tyler. He's either going for 40 or 2 or 20, Like, he can be him on nights, but other nights he's costing his team the W.
There's no in the middle.
Yeah.
And that's what they lack, really. And a point guard. They lack a point guard so bad.
Yeah.
Someone to facilitate the offense, because it definitely ain't going to be Terry Rozier.
Yeah. Khalil Ware, though, hopefully he goes off.
Yeah, but I'm hoping for a Giddy masterclass. I can't lie. Him and Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
I wouldn't mind if the Bulls clinch that 8 seed. Like, they go through. Like, fun young team.
Yeah, bro, they're a fun team.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I just hope Josh Giddey plays well. I don't really give a fuck about these
the
two
Aussie.
teams. So.
So then, let's say if those 2 teams advance, we're looking at Kings, Grizzlies. Winner will play the Thunder. What we think about that?
Grizzlies should comfortably be able to belt the ass this matchup. So, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon Grizzlies as well.
I'd say Grizzlies, but I wouldn't be too surprised if the Kings beat them.
They could pull it
Yeah,
out.
well,
but, like,
in these
Kings,
playoff
yeah.
matchups, like
Yeah.
it's a bit of a
Kings,
toss
start
up.
with
One,
Kings.
it's
I'm
like
going
that
down
one
dogs.
game.
All
feel.
it takes is one player to get hot. It's just like the college, like NCAA.
Yeah.
Like all it takes is one player and you're through. Like
I just feel like the Grizzlies have a better lineup though. Like
Yeah.
their stars are proper stars.
proper
like Triple
stars,
J,
Triple J,
Ja,
yeah.
Desmond even.
Got
Yeah.
good supporting players as well.
Yeah, they got good depth. Yeah,
I'm gonna take the Grizzlies, but like I wouldn't be surprised if the Kings got up. But
yeah.
all I'm saying is if the Grizzlies lose this, there's gonna be some major changes in the
Yeah,
off
for sure.
season because
There's already
Jaren's up
been
for that.
changes.
Jaren's up for that big bag.
Yeah.
He already got rid of the coach.
Yeah,
Like Jaren, if he wins Defensive Player of the Year, which like obviously I don't think he will, can get the biggest contract in NBA history, and you're not giving that to a dude who.
Barely averages 20.
Yeah, exactly. But
I'm taking the Kings.
you taking the Kings?
John Moran's with a bazooka in the crowd. First quarter, get ejected. Second round exit a few years ago. First round exit, didn't make the playoffs, mate. They
Yeah.
can't get.
Lots
Can't
of
keep it.
controversy this
Yeah.
season
That's
as
it.
well.
Definitely.
There's always noise there.
Then even like, what do the Kings do in the off season if they lose here? They looking to blow it up, or
They can't. They've just made the moves to get.
they got the Bulls. It's literally the Bulls.
I know, but
Yeah.
That's
like they
exactly
wanna
the
be-
reason
wanna
they
be
need to blow it up.
mediocrity.
Yeah.
they need to blow. I don't know. I reckon they need to just get out of the situation they're in
Yeah,
because they're just a mid to not even good
Yeah.
team at this
Yeah.
point.
Look, the cards didn't obviously get drawn their way with the Fox situation, getting traded like 3 weeks before, pretty much saying he only wanted to go to one team.
Yeah.
But I think they did what they could. But I reckon like they give it one more year and then they feel like they have the right to their fans, but like let's blow it up.
That's on the front office as well. Like
Yeah.
you don't got to listen to the player if you don't
of course.
want to.
You can wait if you can. Like he
Yeah.
under contract for a while.
Yeah, like he signed it. You got to do what you got to do. You know.
And then
That's
in
it.
the east side, we will have the Hawks versus Bulls, the yearly classic. Winner plays the Cavs. I'm so
Hawks
sick of
Bulls
these two.
Invitational.
Yeah, I'm so
Yeah,
sick of
versus-
these two teams. But like, obviously, the Bulls are a lot different team to last year.
Yeah.
A lot funner, more fun and young team.
definitely. Yeah.
But who we like in that
Young and
matchup?
fun.
Young and fun. Pause. But
Tony likes it.
who we liking in that matchup?
Like I said, it could go both ways. Like, but I say, I'll take the Hawks in this one. Just Trae Young,
Yeah.
just doing his thing.
Yeah, Trey's that star
He's still always that star. Yeah,
yeah, he can change a game.
for sure.
He's due a game.
yeah,
like a big
yeah,
one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and he got ejected today. You know, he always on that vengeance tour.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
New
yeah,
York
I
just
reckon
lucky.
Hawks.
Yeah, they lucky.
Yeah, they lucky.
New York is just lucky. So we got the Hawks advancing. I agree. I'm going Hawks. Honestly, I don't really care. Losers gonna get
Yeah.
whipped by
Yeah.
the Cavs
It's
anyway.
gonna be
But
4-0.
It's unlucky.
let me go Hawks. It'll be close though. But
Yeah, should be.
You can make a
interesting
case of the Bulls,
game.
but I think the Hawks are too
Yeah.
strong.
now let's get into the actual playoff brackets. It's looking not too bad each way. So we're gonna start with we got the 1-8. We got the Grizzlies versus the Thunder.
It's not much to say.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an
Belts
easy
up.
game.
Maybe steal a
Easy
game.
season.
Belts
Okay.
out.
Definitely steal a game.
My only thing with the OKC is, like, they are just lucky Golden State took care of business today.
Yeah.
Because you want a cozy first
yeah,
round.
that's it. Especially in
Yeah.
the West where there's just that much like talent. Like,
Similar to what they had last year. Like, lucky the Lakers beat the Pelicans last year. Didn't have to go
Yeah.
through that. They had New Orleans last year, which was obviously helped them a lot.
yeah, but then Zion was out at that point.
Yeah.
as well. So
Just, I like to see how OKC play when the game slows down. Those foul calls aren't always going to go SGA's
Yeah,
way.
facts.
Like, he performed last year to a degree, but
yeah, they're definitely
can he
gonna
still
hold
be
on the
that
whistle.
32-point per game scorer?
Yeah, he's got a good team around him though. They've improved on their roster.
Yeah.
Got another big man.
Yeah,
Like-
they're looking very
yeah.
good.
Honestly, I think it's up to J-Dub for me.
Yeah, J Dub
yeah.
is the factor. He's the X factor.
You're an
for this
all-star
team.
now. You're going to have to play like it in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah,
Nah, well, you got the man who saved basketball as well, Mr. Wiggins himself.
Yeah.
He can go off for a game as well.
They got such a nice roster.
Yeah.
I'd probably go, I'd say 4-1. 4-1 OKC.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
happy with that. That sounds good.
Yeah, they'll let him go.
4-0.
4-0. Yeah, you can
No,
even
wait.
go 4-0.
Might get
There
one
was
or
no
two.
give
Memphis a
Yeah, we spent too much time. This is 4-0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ja,
they,
we-
they
no,
proved,
no
they
love
proved
for
it
Ja.
throughout the season, man.
No love for Ja.
Nah, Ja ain't no
I'm telling you,
shade.
King's getting through anyway.
He's going into the Dort chamber.
All right, we'll jump to the East now, where we have the Hawks versus Cavs. It's belt to ass. Trey always going to get a game, though. Trey will always get
Yeah,
a
that's
game.
You
what
can
I
probably do it in Cleveland too.
Yeah.
He always does it.
Dyson
Enemy
Daniels as well,
territory.
holding it down
Yeah,
defensively.
No steals.
Definitely can see a game there.
I can see a
Lacking.
game.
And I also feel the Cavs towards the end of the year, they started
Yeah, they were slipping,
slowing it down, and especially towards the end of the year, you want to start picking it up. Like,
Yeah.
sure, you can play the whole season, you can have a great record, but when it comes to the end, everyone's starting to put their teams together and trying to get those wins to get into playoff spots. And, you know, you really got to pick it up and show that you are a real threat.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with the Cavs. Like,
Yeah, you want good
we got to see it. Like, we got
Yeah,
to see
100%.
Yeah, you want good momentum going into the playoffs.
Yeah. All right, with the Cavs, my biggest thing, we know what Donovan going to do. He's been playoff riser his whole career.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be Darius Garland. Like, can
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
two play great simultaneously, or whatever the fuck you say, together? Because it feels like it's always one going off of the other. Like,
Yeah.
they're going to have to put 50 combined. Because obviously, like, their whole thing will be prepping for the Celtics, prepping for the
Yeah.
Celtics, prepping for the
Yeah.
Celtics.
it. Yeah.
But, like, they got to prove it. Like,
Yeah.
they got
Yeah.
belt to ass last year.
Yeah.
Like, they're really going to have to prove it to me.
And even Mobley, even if he's not injured, is he?
No.
Nah, they're healthy.
Everyone's
Yeah.
pretty healthy, like going
it's a
into
good
the
playoff.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
for
a
the
good
first time
playoff.
in however long.
Yeah, Mobley, he's a good piece too.
Yeah,
He can
100%.
have his
Yeah,
nights.
they got depth as well.
Mistakes.
They
so
are-
many teams have
they are
improved on their
deep,
depth.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, they are a deep team. You
Yeah.
got Hunter,
Yeah,
Ty
well, they added
Jerome,
Hunter, yeah, Jerome.
still
Had Merrill.
Struz.
Yeah,
How
Struz
deep?
still, yeah.
Had pause.
Jared Allen also a big factor.
Yeah.
bro.
But like, I feel like for them,
Let's hope the lights aren't too bright this time.
yeah. I feel like for them, they want to take care of business. Same as OKC. Like
Yeah,
they
just get it done.
they're both got conference finals expectations, or it's a failure.
Yeah.
Especially like both the first seed, both got something to prove. I feel like they both want that conference finals appearance. Like
Yeah.
everyone know what Boston gonna do,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
now we need to see if you guys can actually play
Hang,
together as a
yeah.
duo.
Especially in these first rounds, like you just got to take
You
care
just
of
gotta
business,
take care of
as,
business,
as
bro.
fast as possible.
Yeah.
Because
You want that
once you
rest
start
going.
moving into the second and the conference finals, it's not
Yeah.
going to be as easy. So
Because even though we bag on the East a lot, like in personal talk of life, the East second rounds, there's going to be New York more,
Yeah,
more than
exactly. There's
likely.
still a
Like,
few-
I don't believe in New York
yeah.
like that. I'm
Well,
sorry.
we'll get to
They
that.
pretend.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
yeah.
But now we jumping west for 2-7 matchup. The Rockets, Birdo's Rockets,
Yes, sir.
pause versus the Warriors.
Why talk about my Rockets?
Nah, I couldn't let that slide. But I'm gonna start with you on this one.
How deep is Birdo's Rocket?
Oh, nah. Pause. Birdo, this is your team, the Rockets.
Yeah.
I want to start with you, man. How you feeling, the Dubs?
I'm feeling confident, bro. Well, last time we versed them, Curry scored 3 points. That's it. That's Men Thompson's target, and he's gonna lock him up. Like we got that length. You know what I'm saying? Like we got that. We're long. You know, like
yeah, okay. We got it.
Two big men.
We got it the
we got
first
the
time.
two big men as well.
Yeah.
Like that lineup is deadly.
Yeah.
Like it's
Defensively,
even
you guys
proven in
are there.
statistics.
Yeah.
But I just
100.
want to say, when it comes to the playoffs, obviously throughout the season, you're a big fast break team. You're a big.
Yeah,
How
that
do
is
you
the
think
thing.
this is gonna? Obviously,
We just got to keep playing our style. We got to do what we can do to keep the pace up, and we got to get Fred VanVleet off that floor. He is whoever offense, bro. He is a danger to our
He's your
team.
vet,
If you
bro.
know Birdo, you know he has beef with two people in the Rockets, and it don't need to make sense to anyone because he watches these games. Who you got beef with?
I got beef with Fred, and I got beef with Sengun, bro. Sengun is a good player, but he's not a winning basketball player.
Every
Like
stat?
he costs us the game sometimes.
still young.
Bro,
Has he
keep
had a
shooting
playoff?
if he's
Nah,
off.
this is
This is his first playoffs?
yeah. I feel
Yeah,
like
first place, first. He was our only
Nah,
All Star.
He's up on it, you know. It might surprise you.
Yeah, but like, when you watch him, bro, he's a tough
it's
watch.
difficult.
Yeah,
It's just he just doesn't
On
suit the
2K or-
style of the team.
yeah.
So what's your prediction? Your personal prediction?
I reckon I'm gonna go 4-2 to Rockets.
All
Like,
right.
the Warriors are gonna get that game. They got Jimmy, bro. Like he's gonna come out and play. Steph's
right.
gonna do his thing, obviously, but I'm just hoping that we can contain it as much as possible.
All right, deal.
I just don't think I believe in the Houston's youth, how young they are compared to the Warriors. Obviously, the Warriors have Steph Curry, who is obviously a playoff riser. Jimmy Butler, who's seems like he's going to be a player for Isaac.
The
coming in.
playoff riser.
Yeah, the playoff for Isaac if he can
What
get
he
it
gets paid
done.
for.
So in that sense, I've got Golden State in 6.
Honestly, like, I'm torn because I can see a series where the Rockets kind of just take care of business 4-2.
We're the 2 seed for a reason.
Yeah,
bro.
like they're good like that.
Yeah, 100%.
But-
I agree.
The
At the
Grizzlies
s-
were a few years ago.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
but
that's
like
true.
at the same time, as a Rockets fan, you definitely think that anything that happens is just a success.
Yeah, for real. We didn't even make the playoffs last year. Not even the play-in. We were a 500 team, but
Yeah.
the jump this year was just
Yeah,
been
like
crazy.
anything's a
So
success. I'm gonna go Dubs 4-2, but the idea of a men on Steph is like why I could see it going the other way.
good.
As
And
well.
you can even chuck on Tari.
Tari, obviously,
Brooks.
their two big lineup has proven so well at the end of the season
Yeah.
with Adams and Şengün. Like,
Yeah.
there's a stat where they make 50% of their field goals like
Off their opponent's shot.
off their opponent's shot. So Şengün missed, Steven Adams getting it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's insane.
And Warriors will probably have a bit of trouble in that.
Oh,
regard.
yeah,
Yeah, they got no
Rebounding.
bigs,
They got
bro.
no bigs,
Yeah,
so that's
so that's-
AP.
That's what happened today, bro. Edie grabbed like 15 boards or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, like Warriors. They got Loon Dog, but
Yeah, he
But-
don't get that many minutes.
yeah,
Like I said, we've seen it. Steph Curry, we've seen it. That's the only reason I'm kind of
Yeah.
going. We've
Yeah.
seen it before.
Like I can't picture Steph and Jimmy on one team not getting out the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if both their bodies hold up. It wasn't Jimmy Butler playing injured today. Something wrong with his thigh or quad or
He's
something
always
like
got something.
He'll be all right, man.
that. You reckon?
Yeah,
I
but
think
I
if
don't
Jimmy
know.
stays healthy, it'll be a good series.
yeah,
but
100%.
if he gets, I'm saying Rockets in 5.
yeah,
Rockets
so
in 5.
Yeah.
Double
Damn.
fives, I like it.
I'm
Got more
back.
confidence of it.
I wasn't gonna call them the Grizzlies a few years ago, where they just
Yeah.
bounced after being the second
So
seed.
Yeah.
a
But,
split. So
but
a split.
I reckon, I don't know.
I like to see for them who takes that leap. Like, this is my team. Because obviously
Yeah.
they lack that star.
Yeah, Jalen Green is like
It's
on and off.
calling him. Like, it is
Yeah.
calling
Yeah,
him
everything's
to be
there
this
for him.
It's
moment.
his role to step into.
Like, I wouldn't be crazy if Şengün does it because he's obviously got the favourable matchup of not a real big in there down
Yeah.
low.
That's right.
But I feel like, or even it could be twin, a men. Like, he just
Yeah.
says, this is my shit as a
Yeah.
second year.
No, it could be Sengun's series just
Yeah.
because they don't have no one to really
Yeah.
guard him. Because if they do play the big man, he'll be playing 4, so that's even someone smaller as well.
Yeah.
Maybe like Moody or something.
Yeah, it's going. The Warriors are gonna have to play Kuminga sooner or later.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's just business. Like, they don't want to give him the bag, because obviously he's restricted. They don't want people offering him that much so they
Yeah.
can match it well. Like, it's just a business.
Yeah.
But he's not getting that 150 million for 4 years. that
Nah, he ain't
wanted.
earned it.
Yeah.
He hasn't shown enough.
But let's head over to the East now. Deal Celtics versus the Magic.
Not much to talk about.
it gonna be belt to us.
They might
Yeah.
get one.
They might get one, but I think we
Yeah.
all know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
No,
How many
like-
points Tatum averaging, you reckon?
The Magic play
I-
defense.
Yeah, they do. But
Number one defense, but
I still
30th
cool
offense.
25, man. Still
25?
cool 25.
Yeah.
We got so many options.
Yeah.
It's just,
He doesn't need to
he,
score.
does, he,
30.
doesn't, he doesn't even need to score 20, I'd say. Like,
It's
Yeah.
It's a beautiful team. Like they just got a beautiful team. Derek White is like the perfect like
role player.
Makes
Yeah.
me sick. Bro.
Drew Holiday, perfect role
Chris
player.
Makes
Stapps,
me
bro.
sick, bro.
Chris
Peyton
Stapps knows
Pritchard,
his
you
job
can
and he
just
does
keep
it
going
well.
down the line. I love it.
So what's your predictions?
Oh, Celtics in 4.
Yeah,
Get
I'd
it
say
done.
4 as well, bro. They might get one, but
They might
4's
maybe
looking more
get one.
likely.
I give the Magic a lot of like a pass because obviously they
Injuries.
so injured this
Yeah,
season.
it's
Jalen,
crazy.
if they had Jalen Suggs,
Yeah.
like it'd be
Oh,
real.
yeah, they might get.
But like
game.
even I think that Cleveland are lucky that Orlando won today too. Like they don't want
Yeah.
that could be tough in their sense. I'd say they'd still get out, but it could be like
Yeah,
6,
but-
7.
Well, they
extended.
went against each
The
other last year. And
last
that was
year,
a hell of
yeah,
a series.
that was
Went to
7 last year.
Yeah.
But obviously. But yeah, I'd say Pollard gets a game, but I think in the off season though, the Magic definitely need one of those pieces like Anthony Simons.
Yeah, they need
if
something.
Trey Young comes
Yeah,
available.
they just need a bucket getter.
Yeah.
Like they need one that
Need
can just
scoring.
get their bucket, that
Yeah.
scoring, because obviously KCP wasn't what everyone thought he was
No.
going to be.
No,
Not
it
at all.
was not, bro.
Like, that
Never-
just shows how great Jokic is. But
Yeah.
we'll get to that later. I've got Celtics in 5. I think PB can get one game. That 30th off, ranked offense, they're gonna get them one game.
We'll see.
I don't know.
I think it'll be a KO. It'll be
KO.
sweet. Boston want to get it done nice and early.
Yeah, they want to rest their players.
Rest up for round 2.
The crazy thing is, like, they can do that, and one of their players can just take the series off.
Yeah,
Like, Tatum can be like, JB, go kill.
Yeah.
But now let's get to the West, the 3-6 matchup. Jono, you started this one for us. We got the Lakers versus the Timberwolves. Come on, start us off.
Nah, just get the flow.
Oh, all right.
This will be a really good series.
I'm
Like,
gonna
this
find my favorite
is
TikToks.
this is a hard series to just say who's going to come out of this, because obviously you've got Luka and you've got LeBron, but those surrounding pieces is obviously
It's
is what going to show in the playoffs. So, man, it's hard. Obviously, Julius Randle's been coming into a bit of form, like towards the end of the year. But in saying that, we've all seen what
He does in
he
the
does in the
playoffs.
playoffs, and
He's
so-
got to have one series where he does something.
Yeah.
you'd hope so.
Ruin his legacy if he doesn't.
Yeah, like, it's going to be rough for him to find that bag he wants if he goes into another playoff
Yeah.
series and doesn't live up to
Yeah.
expectations. Like, he's not been asked to be the man. He's obviously found, like, they've all glued really nice together in the last couple
towards
of months.
the end of the year. Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, not the year.
just
but
what's his mentality going to be going into these
it has to be
playoffs?
what he's been doing. It has to be that team mentality. Otherwise, it's just going to flare out again.
I also think that, like, they got the size. Like, the
Yeah.
Lakers do not
That's
have
it.
the same.
That's
It
what it
relies
is.
on
Can
Hayes, bro.
Rudy do something offensively? Like, the nicest way possible. Can he make
Yeah.
himself?
He's been playing well.
Recently, but
But that's it's
Just
still
putting
nothing
pressure on
that
the rim
crazy.
in general
Yeah.
is just going to make the
Like,
Lakers' time a whole lot
Julius is a
harder.
big body. I'm guessing Bron going to be guarding him most of the time.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. That size could really hurt the Lakers. But
Yeah.
then also the small ball lineup of the Lakers with Doe, Rui, AR,
Yeah.
Luka, Bron, like,
Yeah,
could
it's
kill
just-
They
Minnesota.
can space the floor. They
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
have
they
to
can
worry
space
too much
the floor
about
shit out
attacking
of
the
it.
rim because
They ain't gonna be
shooters
getting
everywhere.
their Jackson Hayes lobs as well as
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
Like that's his bread and butter. That's what Jackson Hayes
That's
does.
all he can
but-
do. Otherwise, they're going to be going small a lot.
yeah.
I don't know. with
But like
this
you
one.
can't go past Luka and
Yeah, that's the
LeBron,
thing.
bro.
It's Luka and LeBron. So that in that case, I'm going Lakers in 7.
Lakers in 7.
Lakers in 7. I reckon it's going to be a tough matchup.
I'm taking Lakers in 5. Nah,
Hey!
nah, 6. I reckon 6. It'll be a tough matchup.
I can either see it going that 6 or just being at 4. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
like, I can see.
You can't say this
Okay,
every
no, I'm
Anthony
going.
Edwards is gonna
Yeah,
get 1 or 2 games.
He's
just
gonna
by
get a game or
himself.
2, but they're gonna fucking force him to pass that ball, which he did not want to do. They're gonna blitz him on everything, like
Yeah,
make
but
him
he's a
pass that
shooter,
ball.
bro, as
Yeah,
well.
he's gonna shoot. I'm gonna go Lakers in 6.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm got Lakers in
6
6.
is a
Like, but Julius Randle, like, this series will make his career
Yeah, he needs
because
to
of
turn
what
up.
bag he's gonna get.
How old is he now?
he's the X factor.
He'd
30,
be near 30.
yeah,
Nah, near
late
30.
20s.
Late
30,
20s, near 30.
30 something.
But I reckon in this sense, it don't matter. Because Minnesota lose, Julius Randle for Kevin Durant. He going to be a wolf next year.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, like I could... They were real aggressive at the
Yeah.
deadline last year
Yeah.
for him, but couldn't really get it done.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, Lakers in 6. I ain't doing it.
doing it?
Nah.
All right, let's get to the
You
East.
could have a guard and you could get a power.
This is one of my favorite matchups. The Knicks versus the Detroit Pistons. I can't wait for this one, man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
this is a
like the
good
big
game.
time
Good
feel of
matchup.
Detroit being back, basketball city back, and obviously New York. Like, basketball is good when New York are doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we think?
Yeah, like tough match.
Money Team community, thank you to listening to our first part of the podcast. That's just audio only. The second part, which is the video, is right here. That's got the full video and everything. You see all of us on the couch talking the b-ball. Feel free to click that video. That's part 2. Tap into that one. It's a full hour podcast, man. Tap in with your dogs. Money Team.